Shalom. This is the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, and the 16th verse. And it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name." First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. Next, double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, even those amongst the heathen that look like those heathen, because this is not a black thing. This is also not a religion of this world. It has been given and commanded into the congregation, all right, into the congregations of Jacob. All right, and it's our bloodline, it's our lineage, it's our race, our culture, ethnicity. All right, it's our history, which is no longer a mystery, and it is the promises of our future. This is Hawashai Nawana, coming at you with a quick lesson. Open your eyes. This is the time, and the truth is right here before you. And it is plain. It is very plain. This is not an argumentative thing. This is not maybe, it possibly is. Like, these things are here. The proof is right here. It's in your face. All right. IUIC is liars. All these other camps, they're going off. They're disingenuous, and they're not just putting it plain out there for you so that way you can just see. All right. And the plainness of it all is that this RFID micro C-hip, this is that mark. This is what this man is going to do. This is what he's doing right now, all right, in order to try and salvage his his plan as far as to dominate the rest of these nations that are now gathering up in the with the BRICS and everything else, all right, as far as their currency being backed by gold, precious metals. Slacky, I don't want the lesson to go on too far off to this way or that way, but very briefly, all right, this is what he is bringing forth in order to get total dominance, total power, total rule. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just get some scriptures, but we're going to check out a couple of these quick videos so that way it is plain, so that way you can see something here. All right. As they call him Bishop Nate, but he's not even in the truth. He's not preaching the true names of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. His entire congregation, I mean, it starts there. It starts with the names. As far as I'm concerned, he serves Jesus Christ. All right? Jesus Christos. That's who he serves. He just got an Israelite twist. Anyway, so as he say, they might throw a chip in there. All right? Now the digital ID is their new thing, knowing for sure that, it's out of them being so disingenuous, it's only going to be a matter of time before they finally say, "Oh, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Is going to be the C-hip." But anyway, let's look at a couple of these. Let's get some edification out of it, and then let's shut it down.
When this guy paid at the shop, he just casually tapped his hand on the scanner. The cashier was shocked when the payment went through, totally caught off guard. What they didn't realize was the guy had a tiny RFID chip implanted in his hand. It works kind of like a credit card, but with more features. The chip gets inserted with a small injection and sits right under the skin. Then you can program it using your phone. After that, it's like
fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay? Fair use declared. All right?
Having a secret power. You can unlock doors, make payments, even open your car. When this guy paid at the shop, he just...
All right. There you go. The digital all. That's how you do it. You see it. Look at that. Yeah. You should just listen to that noise, man. It's eerie as hell. This is what death is going to look like. It's not what it is going to look like. It's what it does look like. Look at this. Okay? Small and great. Rich and poor. Free and bond. To receive a mark, and nobody could buy or sell save he that had that mark, bro. Let's get some more of this. You know? Right here. Let's get this. Just hear a second of this.
And even make
Fair
purchases without needing cash or a credit card.
On point.
RFID is also used in security and identification. Many modern passports contain
Go back.
RFID wristbands to grant access to rides, store guest information, and even make purchases without needing cash or a credit card.
Run that back.
Board. Using RFID wristbands
to
grant access to rides, store guest information, and even make purchases without needing cash or a credit card.
How much more plain does it need to be? No yelling, no debating. We don't need to do any of that. It's plain upon the table. All right, now let's go ahead and let's get a couple scripts. Well, let's hear something. Hear a little bit more of this. See what you got to say real quick.
RFID is also used in security and identification. Many modern passports contain RFID chips that store biometric data, allowing for quick verification at airport checkpoints.
Biometric data. And that's something else too. Let's get a scripture because it's been long enough that we haven't had one in here. Let's get another scripture, all right? Hey, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, all right? And this is Satan's device. Come on, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11. You know, 2 Corinthians 2:11. It reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right? We are not ignorant of his devices. Let's go to the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. All right? You know, you're not to be trusting your enemy, man. It's 12. Yeah, don't. This man is the devil, man. You know, never trust thine enemy. I mean, which is up here, you know what I'm saying, in the 10th verse, it's in Ecclesiasticus 12:10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And that's exactly what he is, but I want to get this 16th verse. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. He speaketh sweetly with his lips. But in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And that's what that chip is. His currency is shit. All right? He drove the people into this dark, swelling hole of madness. You know? He's the one who broke up the houses. He's the one who stole your wealth. He's the one who took the gold standard off and kept it for himself and gave you notes. All right? He's the one who did all these things. And now he's going to offer you his new way of system, which is total control, which is how you spend. He can cut your ass off. I mean, you're putting a digital awl into you. And in ancient times, men put awls on them, or they would bring you to the doorpost. Let's get it. They would bring you to the doorpost. But see, that's if you were happy to serve your master. That's why if you take this damn awl, you are going to die. All right? You're going to be tormented in the presence of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his angels, man. You know, there's one in Exodus 21. There's one in Exodus and there's one in Deuteronomy, and I want the Deuteronomy one is better. 21:5. Servant shall say plainly, say, yeah. So this is the judgments, all right? Starting up at the first, but I just want to get to the point here. It says, verse 5, it says, if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the door post, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl. Okay, now in this time and age, what do we have? We have a digital awl. They use an awl in order to pierce you, in order to put that chip into you. All right, giving them total power and control over you. Now listen to this in ancient day. The master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. I want to get the one in Deuteronomy though, because the one in Deuteronomy 15 and 16, or 15 and 15, I know it's just one more. This is in 16. He shall be to thee, and I will not go away, because right here, all right, 16 and 17, it says, and it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee. And that's the 2/3. All right, woe unto you that trust in Egypt, man. Woe unto you. Death, destruction, woe. All right, not like woe, like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, woe. No. Even like in the scripture where it says, alas, that day is great. It's alas. That means death and destruction. That's what that goes into. All right. But look, man, we are not happy with this place. We are against this place, clean contrary to it. Once again, this is for you, for those, all right, for those that are deemed to to be destroyed, man. This is what they think. They like this place. They love this place, and they wanna serve their master. So they will take themselves over to the doorpost, and they'll allow for themselves to be thrust through. You know what I'm saying? With an awl. Once again, and it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maidservants thou shalt do likewise. All right. In this time and age, this is as plain as it get. All right. I'm not going to add any more, talk onto that. Let's get a couple more scriptures. All right. Hey, this devil's, he's undermining you, to take that thing. He wants total control, and that's hey, as Elder Apostle Kabar always brings out, Aaron Russo, he was being interviewed by Alex Jones, and Aaron Russo put out that information. He said, hey, I was talking to Nick Rockefeller, this and that. They let me know what their entire, what the plan is, to have the whole world chipped. All right. Aaron Russo had that information from Nick Rockefeller. All right. And he had spoke that to Alex Jones. I mean, total control. That's what they want. Total control. And when you are bored through on that doorpost with this digital awl, okay, that's what happens. All right. Total control after that. All right. They know where you're at. You cannot buy or sell, save he that had that mark. There you go. There you go. So yeah. I'm gonna grab something real quick. I did just look up things are falling from themselves, and yeah, that's one of the things that they did. That Aaron Russo and Nick Rockefeller. All right, there it is. This is what I was looking at. All right, right here. The statement: when you have everything, there is nothing left but control over people. Suggests that when someone possesses all the material or social things they desire, They may then turn their attention to exerting power and influence over others. All right. There was a better, man, and of course, man, it's not really, isn't really showing it. I think it was, there was a better definition right down here, but either way, you know, hey, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shut it down right here. And you have everything, quote, no, not that. What happens when people, no. Nothing is going your way. No. It was a, you know, just a spin-off from one of these things. I was just in here reading, more, you know, controls, procedures, as, you know, perspectives, no. No, you have nothing left. No. All right. Well, I can't find it, but it's all good. I ain't gonna sit here and, you know, strain to find it. But the point is made. All right. This is the sound of death, right there. All right. That's what it looks like, and this is as plain as it gets. So, with that, hopefully, this is edifying. All right. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Next, double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, and for those that are searching out their salvation with
When this guy paid at the shop, he just
names,
casually tapped his hand on the
Yahweh
scanner.
Shai.
The cashier was shocked when the payment went through, totally
This is
caught
Yahweh
off
Shai
guard.
now.
What they didn't realize was the guy had a tiny RFID chip implanted in his hand. It works kind of like a credit card, but with more features. The chip gets inserted with a small injection and sits right under the skin. Then you can program it using your phone. After that, it's like having a secret power. You can unlock doors, make payments, even open your car. When this guy paid at the shop,
And until
he
next
just
time,
casually
I'll
tapped his hand on the
prayed up.
scanner. The cashier was shocked when the
Shalom.
payment went through, totally caught off guard. What they didn't